Yo, I'm jumping on, man, because I've been watching this little lady's videos every once in a while to pop in my feed, which is cool. I appreciate it. I think it's funny. It's interesting and funny. Hey, y'all! But it's so catchy. And I think the beauty of it, aside from what she's doing, everybody do them, it's her personality. Like, she's just real, raw, uncut, and just her. And she don't give up. You know what I mean? She don't give up. And I appreciate that in her, right? I'm not here to judge nobody, point no fingers, or blame anybody for doing what it is that they do. She's doing what she's doing because she's doing it, all right? There's that part. Now, there's always another side to everything. Do I agree? Do I feel as though that lifestyle is conducive to where I want to be and how I want to live and what I want to do in life? No, absolutely not. But I definitely can relate. I can relate. And so I wanted to get on here because I know most of y'all, if not all, have seen, hey, y'all. And I'm gonna do a little mimic of that video and share it on here too. But if you haven't checked her out, do that. Get her likes up, whatever it is that she's doing. I feel as though it's for a reason, right? I feel as though it's for a reason, and whatever her reason is just that. But again, on the flip of that, it's just really. It's fascinating to watch. It really is. And I really sit with the concept around why people do what they do. Again, no judgment, because at the end of the day, I focus on me. Although this video doesn't sound like it, I definitely focus on me. And I'm saying that because this is what I did. I was doing some reflection around it, right? And I really observed and assessed the way that I was like engulfed in this short little clip of this woman eating. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why am I like intrigued by this? And that's it. That's what my post is about right now. Okay. It's about me saying that I was intrigued, owning that, and then becoming more aware of why I was intrigued. What the fuck was she doing that was pulling me in? And nothing. Cute little personality, cute little round face. Fine. It was the food. Right? I can sit here and ignore it and act like, oh no, it was the motherfucking food. It was the food. And that's what made me get on here, because it's crazy. It's crazy how much food has a hold on us. That motherfucker, I mean, a hold. And it's not even like a physical hold, but it is. It transmutes into that. It transmits into that. And it's fascinating. So I just had to share that. Hey, y'all. I was watching it and I get intrigued by it and I get lured in by the food of it, by the food, the way it looks. I know what it smells like. I know what it tastes like. And it's all addiction. It's addiction. And you put anybody in a situation without self-control around food, they're going to consume it, and they're going to consume it the way that she does. And what you feed, right? So if you're feeding that addiction, or you're feeding that concept or that idea or that belief that, oh, I gotta have it, then that's what you're going to continue to feed, and that's what's going to win. But if you fight that, desire and resistance, because I was sitting there like, this is some shit. I'm actually watching this and I was paying attention to how my body was responding to it. Like, I could literally taste what the food was tasting like. I knew what it was tasting like, and not even like flavor per se, but what it stimulated in my body, right? Olfactory, the smell, taste buds. It tapped into every sensory that there is, right? And then I assessed even further. It was like, oh, there's a high behind this. There is a high behind food. Right. And I don't know if people are aware of it. Maybe they are. And that's why they do it. But like, and that's the fascinating part as well, because it's like this euphoria. And every time you get that, you have to get more of it. So the food is giving you this high. And it's so fleeting. It's so fucking fleeting. It comes and it goes. So then you have to keep doing it. You have to keep consuming it to get that high again. Addiction. That's what addiction is. Right. And the funny thing is, like, I can get that high without food, right? And so I'm grateful. In the same breath, I'm grateful because I know what it feels like to be euphoric and at peace and calm and just like in a blissful state of mind, right? And just clear and clarity, because I've done the opposite. I fasted and still do, but I've done the opposite and experienced that. So I know the polarity of it, essentially, right? I know what it can produce either way. And the thing is, what am I fueling and what am I feeding, right? So I can either fuel that, or I can fuel the fact that I know how to fast, or I know how to, minimize or decrease the type of food that I put in my body. And it's not necessarily addictive. It's just, and I think all food is addicting. After watching that, I'm like, I know for a fact. But if I were to watch somebody, actually, I saw her eat. Let me backtrack. If I were to watch somebody eat and eat that type of food, I was clear that that's addiction based on how I felt. Speaking for myself. And then I saw a video where she was eating fruit. She had like a big thing of green grapes and maybe something else. And I was assessed. I was assessing myself, and it wasn't there. The same like feeling, the same, I don't want to say